Hey guys, here playing a Titan deck, and this is a rush type build. And we're gonna just try to push out behind our ETRs and see what we can do. Got the corporate sales team, so in this deck we're playing 3 corporate sales team. We're just trying to have all our agendas benefit us when they're scored, so that you get the tempo to keep on going. So what it usually means is you either get a good start and you get to roll, or you get a bad start and you just do nothing for the entire game. So he's on $6, 4 cards. Can't really afford a triple ice this, because it would be on $6. So the question is, do we go Sword and get eaten by Quandary, or do we Faust, and then you can pay 4 cards to go through with Faust? I think we got to play this game with the... I don't know, maybe the Sword's a little better because it's $1 less. This Quandary is not ideal in either scenario. So we have to res both of these ice, then we're going to be sad. But luckily, one Faust in the bin doesn't have the other one, so we're going to get our sales team out. And that's going to give us a lot of money that we need. Second Faust goes in the bin. Good to know where that stuff is. It's difficult in Kentucky to track their heap because it pops up over their board, but really I'm more concerned about what's in his heap than what's on his board, so we'll keep this tab open for most of the game. Scrubber comes in. Not going to do much of anything against us. We got the Jacksons. I think we have 1 Mark Yale, but it's not much in that department. Two Faust are in the bin. So if we advance, we'll be on 3. We can go to 4. 4 reses us the Sword and the Quandary. I think we just need money for, and we'll try to push it next turn. We have Shipment from Santa that can come up. We've got 2 of those. Another Scrubber. I don't know. That seems pretty wrong to me. 7 lets us bring up the Sword and the Spider, which is a pretty good server. Actually, we'll have 8 because of this corporate sales team. This start is quite a bit slower from him. I've played him before when he's had his entire deck just on his board by like turn 7, and it's turn 5 now, so he's not having a great start against us. That said, once you just find his Faust and medium, like our R&D is going to get completely pillaged. We should maybe have blocked this up before, earlier than we did. Maybe we would have saved this Oaktown. I don't know. Has he found this Faust? 2 are in the bin. Really hard to tell whether he's just hiding it or he is not drawing it yet. Okay, so we can fast track right now if we want to push like an Oaktown or something. I think I want to see him show me what he's got on this remote. He has a lot of cards here. I wish you could find space for an Ash in here, but actually it's not going to help at all this game, so we tax him with the sword? We tax him $1, or he takes a net. Probably not worth it. We can tax him for 3 here, though. And this will continue to give value. He'll try and eat a parasite. And we'll get the stop on him. Which is nice. Quandary came in handy after all. Typically, they're not going to run any decoder in this deck because Yogg is an influence, so they're going to use Faust as the only decoder. So this remote's actually about as solid as we can get with this setup. So now we're on 6. We can get our other hostile out. We'll score it from hand. Otherwise, we're stuck trying to jam this Atlas out and hope he takes the bluff. Yeah, this is definitely a good res. Because he's going to get stuck having to levy pretty soon, and that's going to be tedious for him. Especially if he has the same old levy, that's like a lot of lost time. Make him spend. I think we have the money to spare. Well, the scrubber did help after all, and we got lucky and saved our Atlas. What are the odds? So let's say he would take 8, run. He's pretty easily in here. He can pay for the spider web with his corroder, pay for this. So our remote is losing power rapidly. I think we're really trying to get our fast track or a biotic. Pike or the spider web here? Maybe the pike. It's 1 card less, but it's kind of forces him to use cards. Whereas I give him the option here of spending cards or money, whatever he has more of at the time. I think either is probably okay. Turntable. Yeah. We've only got 1 more hostile, and the rest of them are all 2-pointers, so it shouldn't be a blowout for us. This is bugged, by the way. It gives you 11. It gives you a 1 for the Titan ability, but that's an agenda counter, and it should have money for the bank on it. So we got an extra $1 from this corporate sales team. Whereas we should have 1 agenda token on it. But I think they'll fix that soon. It's been reported already. Yeah, we better res this one. That's really good for him, though. That's the card he needs to have right now. He needs to keep us from just winning an R&D. By top decking our hostile or top decking the biotic. Come on. We've cleared a bunch of them out of play already, so there's not a ton left. Well, I guess we guard HQ in case he's got something. But now he's down to 3 cards. He's got to figure out if he's going to levy or he's just going to try to win an R&D. He's gonna levy. Okay. So that gives us a turn where he's not doing much of anything. I guess he could run here last click for 3 cards. But I think he knows this top card. Okay, he's gonna pass it back to us. Is it biotic? It's not. Well, we can't really protect our R&D. We can add a tiny little tax to it, but I'm going to try to get him into the server. So here's a case where I probably should have bothered to try to fix this stuff up, because we could have used the Markiel to take these credits. I'm just going to not worry about it. We're not going to lose this game by a credit. Normally would have flipped this Markiel if he runs, or if he doesn't run really, and then eat these counters for $3 each. So you just need to find Maker's Eye again, and then he'll be able to probably beat us. Before we find Biotic, it's kind of a race. This ice is all pretty worthless. We do play 3 swordsmen to try and catch out the Faust, but when they're playing against the max version, they tend to have their Mimic way earlier than anybody else. You need to pair with like a troubleshooter, for example, to make it actually die, which is something that I've seen some people like Marcellus playing, the troubleshooter with the sword. But the thing is, I have got 3 Fausts, so killing it isn't even that great. It's a speed bump for sure, but it doesn't beat them. I think not resing here would spook him. So we're going to res and get the tax. The tax is actually pretty relevant because he wants to use this Mimic for a lot of things, and he can use the Corroder if he has the money. So we are still taxing credits as well as cards. Okay, cool. So we'll just trash him for $2. Oops. It wouldn't have killed him, so probably would have just hit it. I've had worse. We have successfully wasted his time, so I'm happy about that, because we're counting clicks until we can find Biotic. Yeah, this is pretty risky going to 0 cards. I don't know if I think that's the right choice for him. It did happen to work out, and we're not actually playing Snare. But, oh man, Biotic goes way down. So was the public support. That's too bad. Just too fast for us. I don't know if we made any like terrible ideas. Maybe just blocking our R&D needed to happen a bit earlier. We left it open and that Oak Town went out the door, which otherwise we could have had. Or maybe scoring Atlas instead of scoring the corporate sales team would have given us a tutor we could have used, but I was thinking that we'd be able to score the Atlas out of hand with Biotic. It just so happened we didn't draw Biotic at any time. We could have had it that way. Or we could have gotten a 7 via the public support. So we had some routes to win. This actually would have helped us cool white a bit, because we could have whiffed a Maker's Eye with it, or forced him to at least trash it before doing Maker's Eye. It would have slowed him down. I don't think the Archer is good enough in this matchup. Yeah, I don't know. Quite a strong deck, the Pancakes. He has that legwork coming out. That was quite good. It should have gotten this agenda. Maker's Eye did a lot of damage. You just see all that stuff. This was a very risky play. I don't know if I would do this in a tournament. Come in here at 0 cards and say, show me the snare and 3 cards. Because he only had seen, like, say we're playing Jackson's and say he assumed there's 3 sword. That still leaves a lot of influence. That's 9 influence. We could have 3 snares and biotics and tons of other stuff. He didn't see much of us. And we should play a snare just to trick these kind of players. To think about that. Thanks for watching, guys.